The Steiner brothers versus Too Cold Scorpio and Dean Malenko. What a dream team on the opposite side of my favorite all-time tag team, the Steiner brothers. This is a brief period between the transition from the World Wrestling Federation and World Championship Wrestling for Rick and Scott Steiner. They did a couple of shots for ECW, and this is one of them here in a match that I have not actually personally seen. I'm excited for this one. Too Cold Scorpio, also out of WCW at this time, had a little bit of a run in ECW before going to the World Wrestling Federation another year or so as Flash Funk, and then this is pre-Dean Malenko jumping into the World Championship Wrestling into WCW, where the Steiners were about to head back to on Nitro. Very interesting match here in the summer, August of 1995 in Pennsylvania. Extreme Championship Wrestling, collar and elbow tie-up. Behind goes Scott Steiner. Again, actual fan cam match this week. Thanks for joining me. Gets out of it, reversed by Too Cold. It's going to be a hard task wrestling Scott Steiner or Rick in this match, though. He's going to have to probably rely on his high-flying abilities. Quick roll-up by Scott Steiner. Not enough, though, to keep down someone like Too Cold Scorpio. I can't wait to see Dean get in there, though. Dean Malenko, absolute wrestling phenomenon and a extremely skilled professional wrestler in all aspects. Good at grounding high flyers. See Scott Steiner here working over Too Cold, trying to get him back into a pinning predicament. Thanks for joining me this week, folks. Every Saturday we're doing live streams. Don't forget that. Please keep an eye out for that. It's usually going to be at nightfall, about 10 p.m. Every once in a while, if there's a show going on, though, I will possibly go on earlier, so just keep an eye on that channel. Click the bell. That's the best thing to do, so you will get a notification when I go live. In the description down there, please hit the Linktree. In the Linktree, you will see all the good stuff. The Discord, which is always popping. The Patreon, which you can get in as low as $1. Always dropping cool content on there. This entire show is actually on Patreon that I'm taking this from. Loads of content that you just can't look up on the internet that is on there that I take from my personal collection. Also the TikTok's always booming. I do a lot of stuff on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Please hit all of the links down below. I really appreciate it, guys. All the support. We got a tag right here. Dean Malenko entering the contest for the first time. And Rick Steiner. Oh no, I thought we were going to get another tag. Scott wants a little piece of Dean. Collar and elbow tie-up, side headlock, wrap around, quick. Now there's one thing that Dean Malenko may have on everybody is the speed, but the power. The one thing that is hard to overcome by any of these guys is going to be the power of not only Scott but and Rick. And a little guy, no disrespect to Dean Malenko, but he is a small individual, an absolute badass. But a cruiserweight wrestler. I know that he did go on to hold, I believe, the United States Championship in WCW, and he could hold his own with any professional wrestler because his skill level was that excelled. But again, the power of a guy like Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner is really hard to overcome. And just the tag team prowess in general, by the greatest, in my humble opinion, again, the Steiner brothers. Again, very biased. Take that with a grain of salt. Collar and elbow tie-up. The side headlock, thrown off the ropes again by Dean Malenko. Shoulder tackle, again, the power. Just smashing Dean Malenko down to the mat. Irish whip. Oh, through the legs. Kick to the midsection. Oh, he's trying a... Okay, there's a little bit of a botch there. Absolute botch. He was going for a swing and neck breaker, and Scott Steiner ended up going all the way through. And really just, in kayfabe, he hurt himself there going all the way through. But we got a butterfly, a double underhook. Classic Scott Steiner, and just plants Dean Malenko for his effort. 1, 2 count. Up into the corner there. Just a little flub up. Dean Malenko, one of the greatest of all time. Currently working for All Elite Wrestling backstage. Of course, Rick Steiner has a son that is on television. Braun Breaker in NXT. And Scott Steiner still makes appearances randomly in the ring. Too Cold Scorpio still has a pretty regular schedule as well. Not an incredibly regular schedule, but he still makes appearances for Indies in America, Game Changer Wrestling, and tons of other promotions as well, and usually has bangers. Usually smoking marijuana while doing so. Huge advocate for marijuana. Collar and elbow into an arm wringer. We got a quick tag here into Too Cold. Boom! Right across the arm, trying to weaken that arm, maybe for a Steiner line that could be coming later. but some right hands by Rick, making that stop quickly. Atomic drop. They didn't really get that either, all the way up and over. The agility shown by Too Cold. Leapfrog. And into a super kick that just absolutely nailed Rick Steiner, the dog-faced gremlin, on the chin. And put him down. I mean, he absolutely, there is no other way to name it. He's going for another one here. Oh, up and over and into a power bomb. One-armed power bomb by Rick Steiner. Steiner line! Mowing down Too Cold Scorpio. Scorpio rolling outside, smartly doing so. And he needs to get out of the corner of the Steiner brothers and get back in his corner because Taz, who is in the corner of the Steiner brothers, coming after Too Cold. And those guys have some beef right here. Taz coming out with the chair. And Too Cold and him having a moment right here, all spitting at the feet. And maybe even on Taz is Too Cold. Too Cold is not a guy to mess with in professional wrestling. We all know the stories of his real-life conflicts, particularly the one where he beat the hell out of Hawk on a tour bus. Not a guy to mess with in Too Cold Scorpio. He will 100% hold his own as he's going to pull back into the ring here. And into the ring is still Rick. And bring it back in Dean, though. The Iceman. Dean Malenko, future Four Horsemen member. Future Cruiserweight champion multiple times over. Light Heavyweight champion. Tag Team champion. United States champion. PWI Pro Wrestler of the Year in 1997. Again, one of the absolute greatest. And I loved Dean as a kid. Side headlock. Reversed out of it. Nicely done. And the wrestling ability, though, to Dean is definitely going to be on display here. Ducks the elbow. Beautiful drop kick up and over. Takes down Rick Steiner. And he's going to go behind Rick here. Up on his back. All the way up. Oh, God. And Rick says no, sir, and just throws him down for his effort right down into a pancake-style maneuver, hurting the midsection of Dean Malenko. Irish whip. Big back, but no, another flapjack style maneuver. Now working over the midsection, if you will, even is Rick Steiner. Dean Malenko in some trouble as he's moving back into the corner. Okay, no, he still wants to hang out. I thought for a moment he was going to tag in Too Cold. He decided against it. Oh, it's going. He tricked him even. Nicely done by Dean Malenko. Basement dropkick to the leg and to the knee, probably aiming him up for a Texas Cloverleaf. One of my favorite all-time submission maneuvers. The one that I would go to as a kid if you ever got a chance. And he's going for a figure four. No, toe hold. Texas toe hold. Funk style. Funk's style, even. But I love the Texas Cloverleaf. Keeping the submission the holds in the Texas region, though, is Dean Malenko. And now Rick Steiner is going to have to fight from below to get out of this predicament. And he needs to now probably tag in Scotty, who is outside the ring. And the power is probably going to be what's shown here by Rick. Oh, yeah, getting behind him. And he got completely out of that maneuver, which was a toe hold, if you remember. And now got to tag into Scott. And he needed to get out for a minute there. He's been in there for a minute. And we got another tag. Scott and Too Cold going to lock horns again. Too Cold, after this, was on his way to the World Wrestling Federation, where everybody else was going back to WCW. Dean Malenko would make his way to the WWF in about 5 years from here. Too Cold had not a great run as Flash Funk, but a memorable one. I remember liking Flash Funk, and I remember liking him because I dug Too Cold from WCW. Moonsault off out of a monkey flip. Big Steiner line again. A second one by Scott. And a big press slam showing the strength of the monster. Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. And down into the mat. And a clothesline over the top. Back outside to where Taz is at. The referee needs to keep his eye on him. Again, this is ECW. It ain't going to matter any fucking way. But Taz just took his own liberty and hit Too Cold Scorpio, who is now on the opposite side of the ring trying to get up. Taz is selling. I think Taz is just trying to hide the fact that he actually blasted Too Cold. And Scott Steiner throwing Too Cold back into the ring, up and over, into a chin lock. Headlock, sleeper even. Referee was making sure that was not a choke. Rick Steiner back into the ring. Decorated. One of the most decorated tag teams in the history of professional wrestling. And now we're going to get Dean back in here. Classic tag team match. Everybody keeping mostly with the rules. Of course, Taz is outside with the Steiner brothers. And he has obviously already cheated. Test his strength, possibly. Last time this happened with Rick, he took a basement drop kick, and this time he got some kicks to the midsection for his effort. Head into the turnbuckle. Irish whip. Runs in behind him. Oh, but a Steiner line by Rick Steiner. Not enough power to really do much damage there with that clothesline by Dean. Irish whip. Oh, up and over. Smartly done. Rick comes in, shoulder first into the buckle. Off the top is Dean Malenko with a big flying cross body. And, yeah, it wasn't pretty, but it was effective as Rick Steiner is down on the mat. Up now for an Irish whip. Big boot to the midsection by Dean Malenko as he's maybe looking for a suplex into the corner. No. Again, the power reversal. Easily done even by Rick Steiner, the dog-faced gremlin. He's going to put him up to the top, baby. What is Rick Steiner thinking? He might be just tossing him off. Yeah, I know what I said there. Drop kick off the top. Tag, Too Cold, back into the ring. Oh, Scotty got a tag as well. And Scott Steiner has Too Cold in a position to maybe give him a powerbomb. Flipped out of it. Double chops to the side of the head. On a powerbomb of his own by Too Cold. Wow, I did not expect that. Too Cold Scorpio showing his own power, and Too Cold's in great shape here. One of the best high flowers, one of the best high flyers in the history of professional wrestling, especially for his size. Splash into the corner, and he's going up to the top, maybe for that big moonsault leg drop. Just a beautiful moonsault. 1, 2. Oh, Rick Steiner breaks it up. That could have maybe even been it if Rick Steiner was not in position. And he's going back up again, where he is most comfortable. Ah, Scott Steiner stops him. Too Cold might have had a victory there over the Steiner brothers if Rick was not in position to get that break. Again, good thing he was. And now Scott Steiner overhead belly to belly from the top, from the middle, all the way over. Big 2 count and a break up by Dean this time. And now Dean and Rick are going to meet. And Dean Malenko gets thrown out of the ring, and Rick Steiner is going to follow him out. This could be what he's calling for, baby. Frankensteiner, and he gets him all the way over. 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the Steiner brothers picking up the victory this week on Fan Camp Commentary, beating Too Cold Scorpio and Dean Malenko in the summer of 1995. An Extreme Championship Wrestling, an extremely rare match caught on film by a fan. Taz in the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much. Hit everything I mentioned earlier, the Discord, the Patreon, the Linktree. Thank you for all your support. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Leave some comments in the basement. What did you think of this match? And have you ever seen this before? Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.